Good morning, everyone. Hope you all are doing fine. Okay, today we are going to start our first lesson in English. Okay, before we enter into the topic, I would like to know how many of them like to receive gift and give gift to others. Of course, everyone are like to give gift and receive gift from others, right? Okay, usually, when will you get gift from others or when will you receive gift from others? Okay, during the birthday times, right? During the festival times, right? So today our lesson also related something to same, that is gift. But in our lesson they are saying that is the best gift in the world. Okay, normally everyone are getting and receiving gift from others, right? But here they are saying that is the best gift in the world. So in this lesson we are going to discuss what is the gift, who give this gift, to whom we give. Okay, these are the points we are going to discuss in this lesson. Okay, shall we move on to the lesson? Right. Okay, the best Christmas present in the world. What did you understand from the topic, the best Christmas present in the world? So here, the Christmas is the festival of Christians, right? Here, the meaning of present is gift. So, on the day of Christmas Eve, someone received the gift and consider that is the world best gift. Okay, these are the points we are going to discuss in this lesson. Okay, first let us see the characters in this lesson. First one is narrator, that is the Michael Morburgo, that is our author. This second one is Jim McPherson, he's an English soldier. Okay, he also an English teacher. Then Connie McPherson, she's a wife of Jim McPherson. Then Juan Wolf is a German soldier. And so when the story begins, our narrator, that is Michael Marbergo, he went to the junk shop. Junk shop is nothing but a shop. There they're usually selling the second-hand goods and inexpensive articles. So there he found a rolled up desk. Here you can see this is the rolled up desk. Okay, this contain many drawers like same the author found the rolled up desk in the junk shop, but it was in the bad condition but is very cheap rate. So our narrator, he thought that he could restore it, so he bought it and he begins to work on it on the Christmas Eve, right? So when he tried to pull out all the drawers, why? Because he want to repair, right? On the time he found that this drawer had been badly damaged by the fire and water. So when he opened all the drawers, he came to know that all the drawers were badly damaged by the fire and water, right? So in the shop owner also told him that this rolled up desk was very old, then it belongs to the 19th century, like that. However, our narrator bought because he thought that he can restore it, right? So finally our narrator opens all the drawers except the last one, because it was stuck very fast, that means it shut very tightly. So he had to use much force to open it, right? So at last he opened the last drawer. When he opened, he found a small thin box in it. What he found? A small thin box in it, right? So on the top of the box, these words were written like this: Jim's last letter, received January 25th, 1915, to be buried with me when the times comes, like that. Okay, again inside there was an envelope with an address like this: Mrs. Jim McPherson, 12 Copper Beaches, Bright Spot. The date was December 26, 1914. So the author found, yes, two things. What are the two things? First he found the small thin box, right? Again he found the one envelope with the address, right? So the author begins to read that letter. This letter had been written by Captain of English Army. Who's the Captain of English Army? I told you, no? Okay, Jim McPherson. He's the Captain of English Army. So he had written to his wife, that is Connie. I said, Jim McPherson is the English soldier, Connie McPherson is the wife of Jim McPherson, right? So the letter was written by Jim McPherson to his wife Connie McPherson. Okay. So in this letter, he had explained the wonderful incident had happened on the battlefield on the Christmas day, right? Understood? So again, our narrator, he continued to read the letter. Here before that, who written the letter? There is Jim McPherson, is the English soldier. He written the letter to whom? His wife, Connie McPherson, right? What he had written? He had explained the wonderful incident had happened on the battlefield on the Christmas day, right? Is it clear? So we'll see the letter. Okay, in this letter, the Jim McPherson had written, the English and the Germans were at war. The two armies stood in their respective trenches. What is the meaning of trenches? It is a long, deep ditches in the ground where soldiers hide from the enemy, right? Okay, why they are standing in their trenches? Because they want to protect themselves from the enemy soldiers, right? Yeah, you can see this is the trenches, right? Is it clear? So the both the English and the Germans, they were standing in their respective trenches. At the time, what happens? Suddenly the McPherson saw someone is waving a white color flag from the enemy side. Then he saw many German soldiers calling out them, and they were wishing a happy Christmas to the English soldiers. So the English soldiers know they got surprised because they were the enemy soldiers, but they are wishing the Christmas wishes to the English soldiers, right? So they got very much surprised. So they thought that it could be a trick. But it was then, after some time, the German soldiers, they came with wine and canned meat and shared everyone with the English soldiers, right? So on the time, the one of the German officer, that is the Arn Wolf, I already told you, is a German soldier. Okay, he came near to the Jim McPherson, that is the English soldier, and the Arn Wolf, he started to introduce himself to the Jim McPherson. He told him, myself Arn Wolf, I am from Dusseldorf, I am a cello player, like that. Okay. So in return, the McPherson also introduced himself. He said that he was a school teacher from Dorset. So they were started to speaking each other, right? So on that time, Hans Wolf smiled and he said that he knew Dorset. So the McPherson, he got confused because in fact he had never been to England, right? So again, the Hans Wolf said that his favorite writer was Thomas Hardy. His favorite book was Far from the Maddie Crow. Okay, from that I learned all about the Dorset, like that. Okay, again this McPherson, he shared the Christmas cake with this Hans Wolf. Then they ate and enjoying themselves, right? So then both the English army and German army, they decided to play football. So while playing the football, this McPherson and the Hans Wolf, they clapped and cheered them up. Okay. So at that time, the Hans Wolf suggests that the world would be much better if the problem were resolved by the football. Like that, they were speaking. So after the football match, then after the football match, they had all the drinks and eatable items. Now it's the time to leave, right? So the Hans Wolf, he saluted the McPherson and walked away slowly and unwillingly, because the whole day they're enjoying themselves. Now it's time to leave. So the both soldiers, they felt very sad. However, they should go, right? So they went unwillingly and very slowly. Then the whole night the English soldiers, they were singing the carol. Carol is a religious song. Then like that, the day, these are the incident the McPherson had written in this letter, and he considered this letter as the treasure of his life, right? Yeah, finally he ended the letter, hoped that the war would end soon. Both armies longed for peace. Then he written, we will be together again, like that. To whom he written? To his wife Connie McPherson, right? So after reading the letter, our narrator he felt very much sad. Again, he put the letter back into the envelope and he decided to give the letter back to whom it belongs. So in the envelope, the address was written no. So he drove to that place, but Mrs. Macpherson she was not there. In the fire accident, her house was fully destroyed. So there, one man he had told him that now she was 101 year old and now she was in the nursing home. So so our narrator he went nursing home. There he found Mrs. Macpherson, that is Connie. She was sitting in the chair. Right. Why he came to nursing home? Because he wanted to hand over the letter which was written by her husband, Jim Macpherson, right? So he went nearer to her and called her Connie and gave the letter and he told how he had got the letter. But she was not listening to him. And suddenly she came nearer to the author and held his hand, and the time her eyes were filled with tears. Why? Because she felt that her husband Jim had written. And she said that her husband kept promise that is Jim had written on the Christmas Eve. So on the same day the author also came to meet the Connie. So she felt very much happy and she thought actually she misunderstood the author was her husband. So she felt very much happy and finally she said that she had got the best Christmas present in the world. Like this the story ends, right? So what did you understand from this lesson? What is the moral of this lesson? So this lesson conveys the message that war and fight only bring sadness and humiliation all around the world, right? So instead of that, one should follow the path of peace for attaining happiness in the world. Okay, I hope you all understood the lesson. So now what you have to do, take the textbook and read the whole lesson. You will understand it better, right? Thank you.